How you open a negotiation is important. How you close it is even more so. Let's look at several different ways of saying yes to a deal.
Yes, this is terrific. Thank you. Look, I know you've extended yourself to do this deal, and you can count on me to make sure it works for you too. All right. I'd hope to do a little bit better, but I can make this work. So thank you.
The negotiator in both those examples is saying yes, but the subtext is very different. In the first case where he says, that's terrific, I'm going to work hard so that this deal is great for you too, he's expressing commitment and enthusiasm. He hopes that that enthusiasm will be contagious. In the second case, he's sending a different signal. He's saying, you've pushed me, you've probably got the larger slice of the pie here. You might want to do that where you feel the other party needs ego stroking, or perhaps they need to bring the deal back home for approval. Now let's look at two more examples of saying yes, but this time with a string attached.
Good. If you can guarantee delivery by the end of the month, we have a deal. Excellent. We have a deal for sure, but I'd appreciate it if you could help me out on one last item.
With the first two examples we saw, the negotiator was giving a definite yes to the deal. Here he's trying to get one more thing, though in two different ways. In the first example, he says, if you can guarantee delivery by the end of the month, we have a deal. I'd be careful about attaching that kind of string. Maybe it can be useful where you're sure the other side can make that final concession, or you're sure they're not going to be resentful for the fact that you're offering the deal but holding it back at the same time. By contrast, the second example, where he says, we have a deal, and then he leans in and says, can you do me a favor, avoids that risk, though it probably lessens the possibility that he'll get the concession. So it's a matter of trade-off of thinking how close you are to agreement and how much room they still have to move. We've looked at 4 ways of saying yes in negotiation, depending on the circumstances. Here's a 5th that you should never use.
Okay, but you owe me.
Nobody likes a whiner. Nobody likes being told they owe you something. So if you feel resentments, keep them to yourself. And if they're really deep, if you don't like the terms that you've been offered, if you don't think you've been treated fairly, maybe you should rethink your decision to say yes.